Local election leaders and state lawmakers are reacting to a bill that would make it more difficult to vote by mail.
Supervisors of elections from the Palm Beaches to the Treasure Coast are against the proposed bill. Our Steve King joins us live in the studio to explain the reason.
Tiffany, Felicia, the new elections bill, if it becomes law, would require voters to prove they'll be absent for the election or prove they're sick or have a disability in order to vote by mail. Elections officials in our area say if this passes, this would make it a lot harder for many voters, especially seniors, to make their voices heard at the polls.
We have a lot of retirees, elderly people that are here that depend on that vote by mail ballot. It may be difficult for them to get to the polling places.
Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections Wendy Link was in Tallahassee the last couple days telling lawmakers this bill should not move forward.
At this point, changing the vote by mail rules, especially in the middle of an election cycle, is just, it's not a good idea. It will cause a lot of voter confusion, obviously make it harder for many of our voters to actually vote.
Supervisors of elections say this bill passing would not only make it more difficult for voters, but the elections offices would get strained, trying to inform tens of thousands of voters they'd have to register for mail-in ballots all over again. The bill would also require early voting dates to start sooner, making up for the reduction in vote-by-mail ballots. It would also require mail-in ballots to be counted by hand as opposed to electronically. The bill's sponsor, State Senator Blazen Goglia, sent us this statement, which reads in part, quote, "In light of elections being overturned by judges because of vote-by-mail fraud and nearly 1 in 5 voters admitting to committing voter fraud, it's time Florida stops the practice of no-excuse vote by mail, which have proven to be the least secure."
This bill is basically an effort to disenfranchise voters, and I will be fighting back.
Republican State Representative Peggy Gossett-Seidman agrees with some parts of the bill, but not all.
In my district, a lot of folks are retired or perhaps not as mobile as they'd like to be. I think that the mail-in portion of this needs to be reviewed.
The bill would also prohibit counties from using voting machines that are not majority owned and operated by U.S. companies. There is no vote on this bill currently scheduled. Tiffany?
Steve, thank you. Well, Steve also gathered more information on mail-in ballots cast during the 2020 presidential election. That election came during COVID, but as you can see, 50% of the ballots cast in Palm Beach County were through mail-in. The county with the second highest percentage of mail-in ballots cast was Indian River. The deadline to register to vote in the upcoming Florida presidential preference primary is February 20th. The primary is March 19th.